Are you one of those people who like to trace your family roots, who always look forward to attending those family gatherings or parties? Because Uncle Joe is there, and he is just the perfect person in the family who can answer your insatiable curiosity about your great-grandfather, your great-grandmother, your uncle, great-grand-uncle, and how your family settled to where you are right now. And the more you listen to those incredible stories of your great-grandfather, the more you wish that these stories should have been documented properly by those family members who went or who came before you. And if you are one of those people I just mentioned, welcome to the club. Today's Man Cave is about tracing my family story. And joining me is my gorgeous 94-year-old grandmother, Lola Lili, or Lilia Acero Marfori. This is the 79th episode of Martin's Man Cave. Tell us more about Lolo Felix. How was he?
He was very patient. He was a good advisor.
Money, wealth, assets, opportunities even that you may lose.
You must ask yourself if you love the people, because the only thing that can bind you to the people you serve is love. Ambition is not enough.
I have discovered the power of kindness, and that has made me a radical optimist. That's why I stay away from politics and from religion.
Countries that take unilateral action or coercive action.
Actually like Pinoy personally.
It's not a beauty contest who's ahead of who, but to...
Yes, we've been all irrelevant before, and I think we'll all be irrelevant again.
Martin's Man Cave on Podcast.Ph.
This love of mine goes on and on.
Lola Lili, or Lilia Acero Marfori, is 94 years old right now, and she was born on May 18, 1921 in Inabanga, Bohol. Her parents are Felix Acero Sr., Maxima Penaso, and Lola Lili has 4 siblings, namely the late Dodong Acero, the late Dodo Acero, Nenatan, and Gloria Delgado. Her husband is the late engineer Edgardo Neri Marfori. They have 6 children, namely Menchi, Rosario, Celeste, Sylvia, Francisco, and Fides. Lola Lili studied elementary in many schools, one of which is St. Joseph Academy in Tagbilaran, and a school also in Cebu, and another one in Cagayan de Oro called the Cagayan de Oro Central School. High school was spent at the Provincial High School in Cagayan de Oro, and later on at the Lourdes Academy. And she finished her education major in economics, minor in English, at the University of Santo Tomas in 1949. So family, friends, ladies and gentlemen, my gorgeous Lola Lili Marfori. Lola, how are you?
Fine, thank you. And thank you for inviting me with your crew.
This is one of my dream interviews, and I did mention earlier that in 1994, when I was starting as a DJ, I thought about interviewing my grandfather and grandmother, including you. Of course, yung si Lolo Vences already passed on a few years back. We make this a reality, and we're doing this interview now, and I thank you for allowing me to document your life in rich audio and video podcast. In our family, we always talk about the Marfori clan, but seldom we talk about the Acero clan. Tell us more about your parents, my great-grandfather and mother.
My father was Felix Acero, and mother was Maxima Penaso. When I remember in Tagbilaran, my father started in a working in a bus company owned by an American, So everywhere he was transferred, would be family go. We stayed in Tagbilaran 2 years, and when he was traffic manager, he was promoted to Cebu. And then I didn't finish grade 3. It was continued in Cagayan de Oro, where he was sent to start another company, another branch. And he called it Mindanao Bus Company. I was grade 3. I finished grade 4, also intermediate, high school, and then college. During my college year, the war broke out, 1951, and we tried coming home with my friends who were also stranded from Zamboanga. They were pure Chinese. So we had to stay in Manila. Since we had nothing at all, we tutored privately in many streets in Manila, in the Masalang, Villalobos, Tiague, Tipinpin, Avenida Rizal, and Pasay. So that's what I did, teaching elementary and starting with piano. So after that, when liberation came, we were, of course, we tried to hide somewhere, but thank God we were safe from that. I managed to go back to UST to finish my 4th year. Somehow we had to work for some sources so I could continue my studies.
All right, let's go back to elementary and high school in Cagayan de Oro. Do you remember the experience?
Oh, yes. In high school, I somehow entered sports like volleyball, running, intermediate, no? We had home economics subject. We were taught how to sew, what we are supposed to do as housewives. From elementary, my father was transferred to Cagayan to start the branch of buses. So we had to go to Cagayan, and there I finished my high school. We were in a private school, and my father had to wait till I was 18, so after my for college. In 1946, or was it 49, my father enrolled me in UST and started my serious studies. But we also had some sports. I was head of a volleyball team.
In UST?
UST, volleyball team.
Right now, when you say volleyball, it's a very, very famous sport. Oh, so during that time, you would have been...
I was the tallest in the class, and I really loved to do it. And my opponents were mestizas in the commerce department. There we were in the PA teacher taught us how to dance all steps of dancing. I was in college. I started in 1948, 49.
Before we get to college, let's talk about your high school. Do you still have friends who are around?
Oh, yes. Just one.
Just one? No.
I don't know now how she is, but I know one only. And then in college.
So why did you move from central school or provincial school to Lourdes?
Well, I finished intermediate. There was no other way but to enroll me there. Although the first 2 years high school, it was in the public school.
Public school.
Last 2 years in a girls' school
Sa Lourdes na.
run by RVM sisters. That's why when I went to Manila, I stayed in their dormitory in España in front of UST. They were sisters, and we had mass every day. It was a chapel.
From the stories I gathered, or Mama Titos would tell me, that you were a bright student back in the day, in high school, in grade school and high school. Straight A's.
Yeah, I was always in the honor roll. And when I graduated, the best actress.
The best actress. And di ba you were also an oratorical champion?
Yes. In fact, one of those contests in northern Mindanao, I won. And how funny, because my prize was a fountain pen. And my father asked me what I wanted. I said, "Murusqueta tostada," because it was so appetizing. Our favorite food before in a restaurant.
You had a restaurant?
No, in a Chinese restaurant.
In Cagayan de Oro.
Then from there, college na.
Yeah, but before we move to college, tell us more about Lolo Felix. How was he?
He was very patient. He was a good advisor. He was from Garcia Hernandez in Bohol. His father was Francisco, and the mother was Casimira Ranario. But I didn't see her anymore. He was gone when I somehow grew up. Only Tatay, we call him Tatay, Francisco. He was a devout Catholic. He was a fisherman. He very good-natured. And it was there when I visit every vacation or during fiestas there. I would go to Garcia, and there was once a play where I was one of the participants. They even made me a queen there during fiesta. And then
si Tatay, si Lolo Felix, he had siblings when he was...
Oh, yes. Yeah. The eldest in the family was a girl. The second was a lawyer, si Elpidio. Then Toribio, Pedro, Maxima married to Pedro. And then Petronio. I met all of them. And my uncle Elpidio was a lawyer. He judged somewhere in Agusan, and he died there. Toribio was the first to die. I was still in the intermediate grade. I have many first cousins because Maxima, my aunt, had how many children? 5, and the rest 2. Elpidio was, Toribio died when he was a bachelor. And Petronio he said he was not married, but he was in America for so many years, and he would not, even how much my father was, he would not tell about his life there. Maybe he had a girlfriend, I don't know. Until he died, he never talk about it. What else?
Well, si Nanay naman. Tell us the story of your mother.
My mother was from Kandihay, Bohol. He was a member of the choir there. She was once before she got married, she was a Protestant. And she was a good singer. Matapang, brave. I don't know, she had 4 brothers and sisters, but I cannot remember. Only one went to Cagayan.
Well, si Nanay, naabutan pa namin si Nanay. In fact, we lived with her, no? Sa Real, Capistrano.
Papa and Mama, the father was very strict. parang mestizo Spaniard. So no one could visit Maxima, my grandmother, grandmother. So my father was very, he knew how to treat people. Once when participated in a chorus, the father was standing there looking at them. My father stood near him and he asked, "Who's that beautiful girl? What's a good voice?" And the father just looked at him until he was able to win. He was permitted to visit Nanay. So he proposed and they got married in the Catholic Church in Garcia.
How old was Tatay or Lolo Felix when he
died?
Yeah.
He was 82.
And si Nanay?
95.
95 years old. Wow. What is the secret to longevity? What was her diet? What was her food intake when she was living? Before you answer that question, before you tell us all the secret so that our lives will also be long, let's take a short break. We can drink our coffee, drink our water, and when we come back, we will know the secret of Nanay, why she lived that long. And we will also know the secret of Lola Lili, why she's 94 going strong. Unsa may ano bang kinakain ng Lola Lili ko at siya ngayon malakas na malakas pa. When we come back, this is the 79th episode of Martin's Man Cave, a special episode because I'm talking to my grandmother and I'm documenting her life. I'm trying to trace the roots of the Acero clan and later on also the Marfori clan. Don't go away. We'll be right back. What were the secrets of Nanay and what are your secrets to long life?
We think of, like my wish is peace for everybody, good in giving gifts, exchange gifts, a merry and blessed Christmas with all the love, peace, hope, and happiness that all will witness during these holidays and through all the years.